Welcome to Rainbott's college dorm. Here, we have all sorts of wacky toys for you to play with.
Hey, what item would you like to see today?
I think I'll have the Minecraft fox.
Great choice.
Wow, thanks. If you enjoy valuable trinkets, Rainbott's dorm is the place to be. Welcome to Rainbott's college dorm. Here, we have all sorts of wacky toys for you to play with.
Hey, what item would you like to see today?
Oh, I think I'll have the Minecraft fox?
Great choice.
Thanks. Wait, didn't we just— If you enjoy valuable trinkets, here, we have all sorts of wacky toys for you to play with.
Hey, what item would you like to see today?
I think I've been here before. What is this? Where am I?
Great choice.
Ah, what? But I didn't even—
Great choice.
What the fuck? Hey everyone, it's me, Rainbott, and I am back in my college dorm to film another video. This is actually something that I wasn't planning to talk about in a separate video, but when I got the chance to see it, I just knew that I had to cover it on my channel. For those of you who don't know what I'm referring to, I'm talking about Great Choice, a short film that was mentioned in my analog horror retrospective. The film was supposedly about a woman being trapped inside of a Red Lobster commercial, but there was no way to watch this video online because the creator was worried about being sued. You know, by the real Red Lobster, which is honestly a fair concern to have. However, every source I looked at would only offer vague descriptions about the film's premise, and it was hard to find any more information than that because it could only be watched at film festivals. For years, Great Choice was considered to be a piece of lost media, since you couldn't watch it anywhere online, and the only records of its existence are a short teaser trailer and personal accounts of those who had seen it live at previous film festivals. And, yeah. I found it. Technically, it wasn't me who found it, it was one of my viewers that watched my analog horror retrospective. Huge shout out to Elena, also known as Wicked Hex Online, for giving me the film after I saw them reach out on Instagram. And when I say they reached out to me, I mean they reached far. They went on a fucking voyage to get my attention. Elena was on a quest. They would not stop trying to contact me until they were able to get me this footage, like it was their destiny. They had to do it. So yeah, thank you, Elena. I've really wanted to watch this film for a while, so I'm happy that I actually got a chance to see it. I'm really happy that we were able to find this piece of lost media through my analog horror retrospective. It is insane to think that a video I made led to this. If you want to watch Great Choice, check the description down below. If the director of this film, Robin Cosimar, wants me to take it down, I will, but it should be available for you to watch unless that happens. The footage has Russian subtitles on it because of the website that it was found on, but otherwise, the film has been untouched. By the way, I made a random Gmail account just to post this video file for you guys, so do not contact me with that Gmail, I will not respond. But if you do want to contact me, either to share other lost media you found or to show me fan art, for my fan art wall, my giant, glorious, beautiful fan art wall, your best bet would be contacting me on Instagram, tagging me in a post of your fan art, or you can leave a comment on any of these YouTube videos because I read all of my YouTube comments. Every single one. I am insane and my eyeballs are on fire. But I wouldn't be making a video about Great Choice without actually describing what happens in the film, so that's exactly what we're going to do now. Let's get right into this recap. The film opens with a Red Lobster commercial. If you expected anything else, you clearly haven't been paying attention. The commercial is advertising a special where you can get 30 shrimp for only $10.99.
Wow, that's a lot of shrimp.
A waiter asks a mother what she'd like to order, and she obviously asks for the 30 shrimp. Great choice, he replies, and the commercial continues to advertise how much of a great deal it is. When the commercial comes to a close, we cut to static on a dark screen. During this burst of static, we quickly see an image flash on screen. If you blink, you'll miss it, but it's actually an image of a man screaming. I think it's from later in the film, in a scene I'll talk about soon enough, but it doesn't actually mean anything right now. We quickly resume our regular broadcast with what initially appears to be a repeat of the same Red Lobster commercial we just watched. Yet this time, the mother seems confused when the waiter asks for her order, as if she's the only person who notices that they've already been here before.
30 shrimp, please.
Great choice.
The commercial continues normally, and we are once again faced with static and a dark screen. During these segments, it always sounds like a VHS is being placed in a tape player, and we can also see that someone, or something, is rewinding this footage back to the start after each loop. I couldn't find any noteworthy pictures in this segment, because I honestly don't even know if this is supposed to be anything or not, so let's continue. The commercial has begun yet again. Back at our favorite dining table, the woman, who probably isn't this kid's mom, seems more confused than she was before. She questions if she's supposed to ask for 30 shrimp, as if uncertain about her line in the commercial. It's almost like she's an actor who can't remember her part. The waiter is much more threatening this time.
Great choice.
And we see the woman stammer in confusion. As the narration in the commercial continues, we suddenly hear the narrator go off script, telling the woman that she has everything to fear. We get a glimpse of her becoming panicked before we see more static. Among the static, we get another strange image. This time, it's a picture of people on a film set with someone holding a clapperboard in front of the woman we've seen in these commercials. I also saw whatever this is, but I can't really decipher it to mean anything. The commercial resumes yet again for round 4, with distorted noises playing during parts of the narration. When the waiter asks for her order again, the woman is unable to answer, far too focused on the time loop she seems to be trapped in.
I don't know how I got here. I don't know who you are.
Hey!
The waiter suddenly snaps, punching the woman and throwing her to the floor. He attacks her in a violent rage, pouring boiling liquid onto her face to burn her skin, and the VHS filter completely vanishes from the footage. The filter comes and goes as the scene continues, flashing between the world of the commercial and the world of real life. But is this real life? I don't think so, judging by the film's end, but we can't say anything for certain. The waiter continues asking for her order, repeating his line over and over until she had enough of the torture and asks for the 30 shrimp. Once again, he says she's made a great choice and the commercial resumes. At the end, the kid no longer seems interested in eating the shrimp he was offered, and there's a new image in the static that follows. It's a picture of people sitting in a circle of chairs, something that we will see again very soon during the film. We get a glimpse of some round object, maybe a spear, but I can't really see what it is. There's also this, which I also do not know what to make of. If you have any ideas about these images, let me know in the comments below. When the commercial loops for the 5th time, even the actress at the start of the ad seems to be getting tired of repeating her line. The narration is distorted, borderline gibberish in some parts, and the woman tosses her hot drink onto the waiter. He is shocked when this burns his face, yet he still frantically tries to repeat his line over and over as she tackles him to the floor.
That's good! That's good!
What is this?
What sounds good to you folks tonight?
That is the funniest shit I have ever seen. The waiter tries to plead with the woman to say her line, but when she doesn't, he freaks out. He shouts his own line,
Great choice!
before the scene continues by devolving into absolute chaos. Everyone continues to act out the commercial as if it were normal, and we watch the waiter become increasingly hostile towards the woman for neglecting to say her line, outright skipping her altogether in the exchange. It seems like the commercial starts over whenever he says great choice, and we are proven correct when the VHS filter returns and the video plays as intended. The narrator tells the woman that she will die if she doesn't stop the waiter from saying his line, so she attacks him again, stabbing him in the throat and cutting his tongue. The other people in the scene are completely silent, staring at her once the deed is done. When the waiter fails to say his line, they are unable to continue the commercial, and everyone else starts screaming as their faces are distorted by a heavy gust of wind. Side note, what the fuck is this guy doing? It's great, I love it. It's so fucking distracting. The crowd becomes demonic, gray people with blood-red eyes. They all begin to hop towards the door like mindless animals, and the woman scrambles to push her way out and escape ahead of them. Suddenly, we transition to a group of people sitting in a circle of chairs. They are having a meeting about overcoming some sort of past trauma, like a support circle for former drug addicts or alcoholics. When our woman joins them, they conclude their meeting and welcome her with open arms. The man asks a question as he helps her stand.
Did you make 30 days?
If you didn't hear what he said, he asked her if she made it to 30 days. When she nods, the man gives her a red token, hugging her and insisting that she made a great choice. Once the meeting ends, everyone in the group hugs her one by one. While they do this, we see the waiter from the Red Lobster commercial appear outside of a nearby window, slamming his fists against the glass repeatedly as if he were trying to break in to attack her. The camera spins around as the group recites a mantra, insisting that they will focus on their recovery from drug addiction. The woman looks anxious and distraught, as if the words are scaring her. The man eventually breaks the glass of the window, shouting "Great choice" one final time. We see the woman now standing alone in the empty room before the film ends, cutting to a title screen with VHS filter effects similar to the Red Lobster commercial. I am not a film reviewer of any kind, I'm just an art student that talks about stuff on the internet, but I think we can all agree that this appears to be about drug addiction, if that wasn't incredibly clear already. Even so, I don't think that there's one right answer or idea that you're supposed to get from it. In an interview with Robin Cosimar, the director of Great Choice, he was asked what message he wants the audience to take away from this film, and this is what he said. "I like movies that feel like an experience, so really whatever each person takes away from it is valid. I'm not looking for one specific thing. I'd rather keep it abstract and let the audience decide." With that being said, why don't you tell me what your theories are in the comments below? I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts about the film's message, and I wouldn't want to sway your opinion of it by giving my own theory in this video. If you're new here, consider checking out some of my other video essays, especially that analog horror retrospective I mentioned earlier. I worked really hard on it, and you may enjoy it if you're a fan of the horror genre. Also, consider joining my Patreon. It helps fund my own analog horror series, Welcome to Dreamworld, and the funding also allows me to make time for sillier videos like this one. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, thank you for watching this video. I hope you all have a fantastic evening, and if you've subscribed to my channel, great choice. My fucking camera stand fell and I stubbed my toe when I was trying to pick it up. I'm an amazing YouTuber. I film my videos with sincerity and pizzazz!